welcome to the start of season number 3 of Out of My Depth in Paradise. I am the FM Novice. This is the Youth Academy Challenge, where we are in the Seychelles with Anse Reunion. And after last season's disappointing second place finish and losing in the semi-final of the Cup, we are going for glory this season, but we do not have any continental football to look forward to. As this is a Youth Academy Challenge, there is no transfers to talk you through, so no players are coming in, but 1 or 2 or actually 3 players have left the club. Lucky Henriette has joined Stade Linite on a free transfer. We let him go as after we had our youth intake for the last season. He was never really going to get anywhere near our first team squad, and at 18 years old he was one of the older members of my side. And also Seneco Jean has been released on a free transfer. An okay player, played 5 times in the league for us. Could play left back as well, but we've got better options. Unambitious, low determination. He wasn't going to get any better than he was already. He didn't really do that well for us, so happy to move him on. And the final one that we've allowed to leave is Makesti Manu. Revenges offered him a contract. I decided not to offer him a new deal, and he moved on. As of all the other players, he was on a non-contract basis. He played 5 times for us, scored 1 goal. He was always back up to L'Espérance on the right-hand side of midfield, and now we don't play with a right-hand side midfielder, so we play for a right wing-back. And he had showed no real ability to be retrained in that position, so I've allowed him to leave the club, and I very much doubt I will regret that decision in the future. As starts your league season go, you do not get tougher than Stade Linite, the champions, at home. Our side for this game is Leopold in goal. The back 3, Barb, Waniza and Suzette. That's Innocent Suzette making his debut. L'Espérance from the right hand side, Lorraine from the left hand side. Agafinfi and Waniza in the middle with Lucas, Anacora and Sinon up front. Just checking on Innocent Suzette. Is he actually making his debut? He is making his debut. I wasn't lying to you when I said that, which is awesome. It's always good to start on a bit of truth. We won't start on attacking, though. We will start on counter, as their team does scare me a little bit. So we haven't had any transfers go on in the summer, obviously, because we're doing a Youth Academy Challenge. But we have been busy. We have been demanding to the board that we have improved things, and if I've done my job correctly in the edit, there will be a little graphic down here somewhere showing what we have done. We have improved the junior coaching to adequate, and we have improved the youth recruitment to average, which is a really strong improvement to where we were, and it means we are comfortably better than anyone else in our league. So at least the guys coming in, when they come in, will give us a head start on their development. And we're in the first highlight of the game here. It's a good tackle for Innocent Suzette on the ball. 16-year-old, he's looking for have a good solid season. He plays the ball down the line to Sinon. Sinon cuts inside, finds Anacor, it's intercepted, and they can now break. Maria finds Sapolo. Back to Maria. Maria shoots from distance, and it's a good save down to his right-hand side by Leopold. This is the sides that I think are going to be champion. One of these 2 sides in this game here will be champions at the end of the season. I have very little doubts about that. As Sapolo on the edge of the box, they're looking dangerous. Sinon slows the game down. Back to Maria B. To Sinon. Slow play, just looking for that killer pass. It's Brutus. Long ball over the top, and it's comfortably claimed by Leopold. And it's thrown out to Suzette, who launches it down the line. Lucas could be in. Good touch from Lucas. Lucas is in the box, and Lucas has scored. Siabonga Lucas, one of the originals in my side. Latched onto a long ball over the top. Did well in front of the goalkeeper and fired it underneath him to put it 1-0 up. We've never lost to this side in the league. We had 2 very entertaining, high-scoring draws last season, which did ultimately cost us. But it does give us a slight advantage in this one at the moment. But they do look a bit dangerous, and Suzette has already been booked, which is worrying me a little bit. As I do not want to go down to 10 men, especially early in the half, as they come through. And they've equalised through Sapolo at the far post, cutting in from across and just forcing the ball over the line. 26 minutes gone, and it's on as even in this one at the moment. We've picked up 2 bookings. Lorraine and Suzette are in the book. Sinon now turns. This guy has a very, very good season ahead of him, I do hope. L'Espérance. Agafinfi finds Anacora. Now, Oniza. Agafinfi. Sinon. L'Espérance whips it in the cross. And it's a penalty. Anacora was fouled. That's a blatant penalty. I don't know who's going to take it, because Devaldo Halls are normally penalty taker, but he's not on the field at the moment. It's going to be Agafinfi steps up and forces the keeper to make a very comfortable save. I think that's the first penalty we have missed in 3 seasons, and it had to be against the best side in the league. Well done, boys. And they could be in here. Sapolo through on goal, drags his shot wide. Just approaching half time, and it is comfortably 1-1 at the moment. A very, very even game of football, which is very nice. Though we have missed a penalty, which is very annoying. Half time, 1-1. A missed penalty by Agafinfi meant we should have been 2-1 up, but I'll be relatively comfortable with 1-1 at the end of the game. But the assistant manager telling me that we're going to be telling them they've been disappointing, so I will tell them to buck up their ideas, and we will make a change actually after time. Agafinfi, who has missed that penalty, is going to come off, and one of my Suzettes is going to come on. Tamanga Suzette is going to come on in his place as we kick off the second half. Say no continental football this season, which means financially we are going to take a slight hit. As I mentioned in the last episode, the expenditure for this club is not a great deal, but it means we won't be gaining much money this season, so we won't be able to expand any of the facilities a huge amount over the course of the season. We do have the youth facilities, as it says in the screen that was down below at the start of the game, improving. That will be finished in a few months' time as Maria comes forward. Crossfield ball to Dunafreni. Whips it in, dangerous ball in, but Leopold just about secures the loose ball. Free kick, Dunafreni. Whips it in, headed clear. Can we get the loose ball? We do through Lucas. Now he finds Anacora. This would be a lovely break if we can pull it off, but we lose the ball. And they could be in. The ball over the top, he's in. And Sapolo makes it 2-1. Just when you think we were going to get in and get a goal, they go up the other end and score to make it 2-1. We've immediately gone to attacking. We are then also going to make a change up front. Ronald Fred is going to come on for Sinon, who's not had a very good game at all. We're now going for it, trying to get us back into the tie. We had a lead and we've let it slip, which is very, very frustrating. I think we probably will lose this game against a very, very good side. But we have the ball. Lucas on the ball. Crossfield ball to Anacora. Back to Lucas. Anacora, good tackle. Law picks the loose ball. Finds Suzette. Suzette must shoot. He does, hits the bar. And it's cleared away. It's going to be one of those. I think today things are just not going to fall for us, and we'll have missed opportunities, and we'll start the season with a defeat, which is not the way I wanted to start. But we will make a potential final one change. We've got one more change to make. Good job I pay attention to these things. But we've got 3 defenders on the bench, and most of them are. Well, we've got 4 defenders on the bench or a goalkeeper, so I haven't really planned this very well, have I? So that is very frustrating. But we will make a change, and we'll bring on. I'm tempted to bring Hall on for Luray just because he's been booked. Hall is a slightly better wing back than Luray, but probably no real difference to the side. And we will go overload for the final 7 minutes or so just to see if we can create something. We will give it a shout at the boys to get creative. The game started relatively well. I was relatively confident with how we were playing, but things have just stopped working in our favour, and it's turned into a little bit of a disappointing result. Ball over the top, Anacora could be in, but it's a very good tackle, and that will be the end of the game. We have lost the opening game of the season, 2-1 to Stade Linite, who are the favourites for the league, and probably won't lose many games of football this season, so not the best start in the world, but hopefully we can recover. I say hopefully. If we're not, then it could be a very, very long season indeed. But I'm optimistic because I've got faith in these boys. They're young, but they're my boys, and they usually do a decent job. So you'll join me for the next episode, I hope, and we'll see how things have gone. So for me, the FM Novice, to you, the audience, thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk again very, very soon. Good night.